Some crimes are solved with cold, hard evidence. Others become legends, cases that defy logic, leave behind cryptic clues, and haunt the minds of those who dare to investigate. Today, we uncover America's most bizarre unsolved murders. Cases so twisted, so inexplicable, that even decades later, they refuse to be solved. The Boy in the Box, 1957, America's Unknown Child. Philadelphia, 1957, a discarded box lies forgotten in the woods. Inside, the lifeless body of a young boy. Crime scene. Facts: estimated 4 to 6 years old, bruises covering his body. His hair had been crudely cut, possibly after death. No missing persons reports. No family came forward. Investigators pursued thousands of leads. None led to an answer. For over 60 years, he was simply the boy in the box. Then, in 2022, forensic genealogy gave him a name: Joseph Augustus Zarelli. But the question remains, who killed him and why? What do you think happened to Joseph? Drop your theory in the comments. The Icebox Murders, 1965. A family slaughtered Houston, Texas. June 23, 1965. Police conduct a routine welfare check on an elderly couple. They knock on the door. No answer. The house is silent, but inside, a horror beyond belief. Crime scene facts. Inside the refrigerator, dismembered body parts were neatly stacked. Fred and Edwina Rogers' heads were missing. Their son, Charles Rogers, vanished without a trace. A skilled pilot, fluent in Spanish, a man who had once worked in classified government projects. Some say Charles Rogers fled to South America. Others believe he was eliminated by the CIA. But one thing is certain: he was never seen again. Did Charles Rogers kill his parents, or was there something more to this story? Let us know your theory. The Zodiac Killer, 1960s to 1970s. A name that still haunts America. A serial killer who played games with the police, leaving behind taunting letters, cryptic ciphers, and a trail of bodies. Key details. The Zodiac Killer terrorized Northern California, claiming at least 5 confirmed victims, but possibly many more. He sent letters and ciphers to newspapers, some still unsolved. His infamous claim: "I like killing people because it is so much fun." His ciphers were cracked, his letters analyzed, but the man behind the mask never caught. Was he an ordinary man living among us, or a ghost forever lost to history? Do you think the Zodiac Killer is still alive? Tell us what you believe. The Case of the Smiling Man, 1994. A killer with no name. Chicago, 1994. A woman is walking home alone when she notices something strange. A man in a black suit, grinning from ear to ear, his eyes locked on her. What happened? The man follows her silently, his grin never fading. Panicked, she rushes into a nearby store. Surveillance footage captures the smiling man standing outside, watching. Hours later, a local couple is found brutally murdered, their door unlocked. Was this man their killer? A stalker or something? Even more terrifying. Have you ever experienced an encounter like this? Comment below. The Mysterious Death of Elisa Lam, 2013. The Hotel of Secrets. A young woman, alone in an elevator, moving erratically, pressing multiple buttons, speaking to someone unseen. Days later, she disappears. Key facts. Elisa Lam was last seen inside the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. Security footage showed her bizarre behavior in the elevator. Weeks later, her body was found in the rooftop water tank. Her death was ruled an accident, but how did she end up in the tank when the hatch was locked from the outside? Was this mental illness or something paranormal? What's your theory? Was Elisa Lam's death an accident? Or something more sinister? The disappearance of Brian Schaffer, 2006. A man who vanished into thin air key. Facts. Brian Schaffer was last seen entering a bar in Columbus, Ohio. Surveillance footage shows him going in, but never leaving. No evidence, no leads, no explanation. Did he escape? Was he taken? Or is there a secret passage inside the bar? How does someone disappear in front of cameras? Leave your theories below. The Dyatlov Pass Incident, 1959. A mystery from the cold key facts. A group of experienced hikers were found dead in the Ural Mountains. Their bodies showed strange injuries, crushed bones, missing tongues, radiation. The tent had been cut open from the inside. Avalanche, government experiment, or something unexplainable. What do you think happened? Tell us below. The Tampico Massacre, 2019. The bus that vanished. Key facts. In 2019, a bus carrying 22 passengers was hijacked in Mexico. The vehicle was later found, but the passengers were gone. No bodies, no survivors, no evidence. How does an entire busload of people disappear without a trace? Was this organized crime, human trafficking, or something else? Share your thoughts. The Atlanta Ripper, 1911. A serial killer lost to history. Key facts. Between 1911 to 1915, over 20 women were murdered in Atlanta. They were found slashed and brutalized, much like Jack the Ripper's victims. Despite multiple suspects, the killer was never caught. A century later, his identity remains a ghost in the shadows. Could the Atlanta Ripper be connected to Jack the Ripper? Let's discuss. The Aaron Valenti case, 2019. It's all a game. Key facts. Tech CEO Aaron Valenti vanished after making a series of strange phone calls. She was later found dead in her car with no signs of trauma. Her last words to her family: "It's all a game. It's all a thought experiment." Did Aaron uncover something she wasn't supposed to? Or did her mind betray her? Was Aaron Valenti's death a conspiracy or a tragic coincidence? Some cases will never be solved. Some truths will remain buried forever. But together, we can uncover what really happened. Which of these cases do you want to see fully investigated in our next deep dive? Comment the name of the case below, and I'll go beyond the headlines to expose every clue, every theory, and uncover the truth. Want more? Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you never miss a case that still haunts America. The investigation starts with you. Choose the first case and let's dive in. Beyond the evidence.